No Anthony Edwards, no Dante DiVincenzo, and a very injury-riddled Timberwolves team going into Game 6. I mean, right before Game 6, we found out Ayo Dosunmu wasn't even going to be playing, and it looked like, hey, the niggas are going to come back 3-1. Like, the niggas are going to win Game 6, and if you win Game 6 and Game 7, you're back at home, they're going to win. But what we were not expecting was who the Timberwolves have.
So, you know, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, they got Jaden McDaniels. And last night, Jaden McDaniels had the game of a lifetime. He didn't really start to pick it up until that second half. But in the second half, he just absolutely locked in. And it's a couple plays I really want to show to just highlight not only how great Jaden McDaniels played, but how the others played, like Terrence Shannon Jr., Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, how great all of them played. And before I get started, I want to warn you guys, this is 100% a dick riding Jaden McDaniels video. No, listen, we are glazing Jaden McDaniels in this video. But before we start to glaze Jaden McDaniels, I want to highlight how great of a game Terrence Shannon Jr. had this game. I don't know specifically how many points, but in terms of a boost that they needed, and they've really been needing all season, and he wasn't able to provide it, he showed it this game. This is a play. He was bringing the ball up the court a lot this game, and this is a play like he comes down the court, and you can kind of tell he's like trying to figure out what decision he's going to make, but you don't know. I for damn sure didn't know what he was about to do. Tim Hardaway Jr. gets in his stance, and it's like Terrence Shannon Jr. just kind of locks in. He's like, hey, I'm just going to run right by you and score. He just, boom, moved Tim Hardaway Jr. out the way and just dunks. With a certain type of authority that's just like, you can just see, yeah, I'm just going to drive right past you. That paint is wide open, and we don't respect Nikola Jokic as a rim protector. We don't. This is a sign of them not respecting Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is standing right here, like, I would assume Rudy Gobert is in, like, the dunker spot. Yeah, and he's playing so far up. Why? I have no idea. Why he's all the way up here where Rudy Gobert is right here, close to the dunker spot, I don't know, but he is. And Terrence Shannon Jr. is just like, I can drive right past you. Jokic ain't gonna do shit. Jokic didn't even contest it. Really a soft ass contest. That was nasty. And speaking of Rudy Gobert, this was one of my favorite plays from the entire game because this kind of really showcases to you what he was doing all series long. Jamal Murray's in the corner. He hesitates. Jaden McDaniels, he bites. And then he passes it to Gobert at the top of the key. Jokic does a little fake. Rudy Gobert falls forward a little bit, right? Jokic is a very capable shooter. It's 30 seconds left. Maybe they're trying to get a 2-for-1. If I was Jokic, maybe I would even took this damn shot, honestly. But Rudy Gobert, he falls forward a little bit. But Jokic isn't some explosive athlete, so Rudy Gobert is able to recover. Jokic is going to drive. Jokic is going to get physical. Rudy Gobert accepts his physicality. He kind of has his arm hooked a little bit. It's actually pretty fucking blatant. Like that somebody hooked somebody's arm, and Jokic is basically playing with one arm now. And he tries to go up because he's embodying him. He gets the other arm free. Rudy Gobert just, his length, his size, like he just blocked. And the Timberwolves get the ball back, and I don't remember if they scored, but look. Just using his length and his size, and he was really able to neutralize Nikola Jokic for majority of this series. But this was a bad Nikola Jokic series, and Rudy Gobert is the reason for that. Now, this game, Nikola Jokic played pretty decent, but Rudy Gobert, I mean, you have a bunch of moments like this where, like, shit that Nikola Jokic is usually able to get off. He can out-physical a lot of guys. Rudy Gobert just not going for that shit, bro. Wasn't going at all. Yeah, this lady over here turned up. I'm turned up too.
Oh, indeed.
Okay, and now to the dick riding part of this whole video that I know everybody has been waiting for. Jaden McDaniels comes out after the first game and says, yeah, we're just going at their bad defenders. Well, who are their bad defenders, Jaden McDaniels? Yeah, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr., Christian Brown, all of them are bad defenders. Y'all know that one scene in Snowfall where Franklin's like him, her, bodies.
Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny Carvel, him, her, bodies.
Nigga, that's exactly what Jaden McDaniels came out and was like. And this is the game where he backed up all of that shit talk. You have this right here. It's Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is actually playing good defense, and I think this is Spencer, if I'm not mistaken, comes over, and it forced him to pick up the ball. He picks up the ball, he resets, he passes it to Naz Reid, and he's able to reset. he has a lot of space to work with. And Jaden McDaniels, as we know by now, he can fucking cook. He can cook. So what does he do? He goes to work. Come on, tween. I'm gonna attack you. Like Jamal Murray, Jamal Murray really honestly should have just like bodied him up. Or he did try to body him up, but like create a wall right here. Jaden McDaniels runs right through him and finishes over him pretty easily.
He got cooked. Adrian, you didn't go down.
This is just like, hey, run through a motherfucker's face. Like, hey, pass, give me the ball back, ruin a reset, run through his damn face, and just finishes over him, all over him.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And Jamal Murray looked confused. Yeah, but you just got fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you. You just got fucked. And this is what I really liked right here, right? The shot clock is very low right now. Whatever the fuck they were trying to do beforehand, it's just not working. They got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And Rudy Gobert has the fucking ball. So let's make sure Rudy doesn't have the ball. So they run a quick action. You know, a little, I wouldn't say it's a handoff, but Jaden McDaniels, he gets the ball, he comes on the screen. Jamal Murray, he goes under it, right? Jaden McDaniels could pull up right here, but there's no need to. I mean, not gonna say there's no need to, but that's just clearly not what his body language is showing that he wants to do, right? He hesitates. You can tell he thought about it, but Jamal Murray makes a nice recovery. Jaden McDaniels, once again, bro, if I ran through you before, I can run through you again. But Nikola Jokic is right here. Bruce Brown is right here. You have a sort of a wall, but Bruce Brown is not going to help off of Naz Reid, so you can't really make this dish out to Naz Reid. You really can't do that, right? So Jamal Murray, he tries his best, but Jokic is backed up. You don't want to pass to Rudy. There's 2.6 seconds left on the clock. So what are you going to do, Jaden McDaniels? Yeah, I'm just going to pull up. I'll shoot over him. And this is the type of buckets that's just, this is a big stop if the Nuggets get it. I mean, it's 4 points. They go down. They can make it a one possession game. And Jaden McDaniels hesitates, read the screen phenomenally. Jamal Murray, he gave the best type of, you know, contest that you can give, but man, that's a killer right there. Now, remember earlier, I said Jaden McDaniels in that fourth quarter, he just locked in. He went on a different level. And this time, Jamal Murray is not guarding him. Cam Johnson, who out of all the inconsistencies in the play that he had this season, one thing that you could say was the best was his defense, right? Well, against Jaden McDaniels, when he's playing like Jaden McDaniels, they go really fast. You know, him and Gobert is clear like they're trying to score. And who they're really attacking is Nikola Jokic. That is what was tried and true all season long. I mean, all series long. You used to attack Nikola Jokic. Jaden McDaniels, he'll attack anybody. You don't give a fuck about none of them. But Nikola Jokic is who you in the scope right now.
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
And man, Cam Johnson recovers. Jaden McDaniels, this is a good fake. Because although Cam Johnson doesn't all the way bite on it, just this little hesitance right here, this little hesitance was enough that Jaden McDaniels needed to at least, he realizes that the layup's not going to work, but now I can adjust. I can get me a nice little two-handed floater or whatever, and one. And what is Nikola Jokic doing? Nikola Jokic, just, if you're not committed to somebody, you're nowhere. And yeah. And this right here is really what did it. Like, if you want to summarize a culmination of his statement in one play, here it is, yo. Terrence Shannon Jr. has the ball at the top of the key. He passes it. Jaden McDaniels has the ball. Who is guarding him?
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Telling you right here, bro. It's over with. Look, it's bag work. You know, a little dribble. And yeah, I'm just going to pull up over you. That was not the best contest. And yeah, or farm. Yeah, or farm. You deserved it. Come on. He didn't even do too much, but come on. My goodness. That was the dagger. That was the dagger that really did it for the Denver Nuggets. And yeah, bro, like Jaden McDaniels he had a fucking game. He finished with 32 points, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna check it right now, actually, in the box score. He had a phenomenal game. Yeah, he finished with 32 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds. He didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but 52% from the field. And in that in that second half, he scores 19 points, 8 for 15 from the field. In the fourth quarter, like he scores 12 points. He only missed 4 shots in that fourth quarter. That is something that the Timberwolves desperately needed, where Terrence Shannon Jr. had a phenomenal game as well, but outside of him and Terrence Shannon Jr., nobody was too exceptional, but everybody played their role very well. They just needed somebody who could give them that boost on offense, and lo and behold, we have Jaden McDaniels.
We got Jaden McDaniels.
Now, when it comes to the Nuggets side of things, it's hard not to be disappointed. Right? Christian Brown, who his 5-year, $125 million contract kicks in next season, he had 3 points in the last 4 games of the series. 3 points, 9 points, 8 points, 2 points. If I'm paying somebody $125 million per year, which I don't even know what that number comes out to, like, per year, but if I'm paying you $125 million to play ball for my team, 3 points, 9 points, 8 points, 2 points ain't gonna fucking cut it.
Oh no. No.
It's not it. That shit is not going to work over here. Not at all. You can't be performing like this. And that was a big thing for the Nuggets, that like their others just didn't show up to play. I mean, really nobody, not a whole lot of people on this team showed up to play. Like Jamal Murray had a pretty bad series. Nikola Jokic had a very underwhelming series, but shout out Rudy Gobert for making it very difficult on him. But the Denver Nuggets, this is one of the most disappointing losses and exits that I've ever seen in my life. The Denver Nuggets they have a very interesting offseason coming up. Nikola Jokic just said he's here to stay in Denver, which we all expected. He's not going nowhere. But now you have to figure out how to restructure your team around Nikola Jokic, where a lot of the players that we were excited for, Cam Johnson, Jonas Valanciunas, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon didn't play in this game. Like, they were either injured or they just didn't show up to play. Jamal Murray had a horrible series. He got absolutely clamped by Jaden McDaniels, and Jaden McDaniels is over here fucking him on the other end.
Hold up.
So, yeah, they have a lot of stuff that they need to figure out, and I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. Like, even sometimes with the coaching, I felt like it could have been better. It was a lot of stuff. I feel like the Denver Nuggets, they just have a lot of shit that they need to figure out going into this offseason. Take you 2 weeks or whatever to just chill, vibe. But after that, man, y'all got to figure out what the fuck is about to work. Y'all, because this was a very bad series. Now, for the other 2 games, I really don't have much to say about the Knicks versus the Hawks. The Knicks fucked the Hawks. And really the main thing, I really want to break down some film for this, but the main thing that it came down to is just they've kind of figured out what to do on offense. OG Anunoby is a dog. He had 29 points. Was he their leading scorer tonight? He was, yeah, because Karl Anthony Towns has 12 points. But he had another triple-double. But I think the Knicks have figured out what to do. Mike Brown has them running the offense through Karl Anthony Towns, where he just goes to the top of the key and he just facilitating. He is over here playmaking out this bitch, and it has worked. He had 3 triple-doubles in this series, if I'm not mistaken, and there wasn't much pressure on him to score. Now, sometimes he was feeling himself a little bit too much. He thought he was Magic Johnson. He over here, you know what I'm saying? Just doing a little too much, Cap. That's not you. Just make the fundamental pass. We don't got to get all fancy or no shit like that, my boy. That's just not who you are. But it definitely helped this game. Jalen Brunson had a great game, but this game was over within like the first 4 to 5 minutes, right? The Knicks scored more points in the first quarter than the Hawks scored all throughout the first half. This shit really wasn't anything worth mentioning, but it looks like if the Knicks are going to look like this, I mean, especially with the next game we're going to get into, they probably are the best team. They look at least like the best team in the East. And you just got to hope that they can keep this type of dominance up. But I'm very curious to see what happens with whoever they're going to play in the next round, what that is going to look like. And the other team in the East, the Boston Celtics, they done sat up here and they're on the brink of blowing a 3-1 lead to the 76ers. After last night, I mean, shit. Tyrese Maxey gives you 30. VJ Edge gives you 14. Paul George gives you 23. Joel Embiid gives you 19. And that's the thing that a lot of people are talking about, because he gives you 19 and 10 rebounds and 8 assists. Kind of similar to what Karl Towns is doing with the Knicks. Joel Embiid is distributing the ball. He's playmaking. He is using some of that acumen, because, I mean, his scoring for the most part has been kind of lackluster. He was 6 for 18 from the field today, 1 for 5 from 3. But his ability to create advantages and actually like know how to make the right decision with the ball in his hands, like what teammate to feed, what type of pass to make, man, that has been instrumental. And I think that is very instrumental. And the Boston Celtics, I mean, shit, Jaylen Brown got clamped by Paul George. He went 7 for 17 today. Jason Tatum had an okay game, but nothing crazy. And none of the others are showing up. And that is my biggest thing with the Celtics, where it's like Derek White goes 3 for 8. He has 11 points. And it's like, twin, if you as the Boston Celtics have the inability to win games when you are not able to shoot like the best, because today they shot 29% from 3, 41% from the field. If you cannot win just because you're not shooting well, you really wasn't ever going to make it that far. And that's the issue I've had with Joe Mazzulla's like philosophy. Even though they do have that championship, something about just not being effective unless you're shooting the ball well just doesn't sit well with me. And I think we're seeing the Philadelphia 76ers, shit, you know, they're able to lock up Jaylen Brown. And we're seeing some of the struggles and hesitancies that I had coming this season about the Celtics, because if Jaylen Brown is your number one option and he struggles with ball handling the ball and dealing with like the pressure of a number one option, how the fuck is it going to happen? And we're seeing Paul George, I ain't gonna cap, he clamping that nigga. He's clamping Jaylen Brown up for shit sure. But we was like, hey, if he was able to persevere through the, you know, regular season, maybe he could do it in the playoffs. It's just not working. And when you have Tyrese Maxey giving you an efficient 30 points, 11 for 22 from the field, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc, it gets really tough. It gets really tough. Then Paul George sitting up here clamping. You can tell he has fresh legs. He shot really well from 3 today, 5 for 9 from 3. It's getting fucking scary for the Boston Celtics. And I ain't saying it's curtains for them. Not saying they clipped and it's curtains, but it's getting really scary over there in Boston, bro. So we gonna see what happens in Game 7. They're gonna be back in Boston, but Philadelphia has all the momentum in the world. And Jesus Christ, them coming back and potentially being coming back from down 3-1. It's actually kind of insane to fucking think about. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about these games down below. Like, this is just my raw opinions on these games and what I saw. And yeah, y'all comment everything down below. Like, what do y'all think is next for the Atlanta Hawks? What do y'all think is next for the Nuggets? And what the Celtics do next? Y'all let me know down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. That's all I got. Until next time, we got Jaden McDaniels.
So, you know, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
Peace.